Hey guys, my name is Steve Childress, and my dogs are barking because I'm shooting a video for the very first time doing the Blackstone grill. Now, first question, I've had my Blackstone grill for a week. Yes, I am obsessed with my Blackstone grill. So much so that I'm starting to make videos of what I'm cooking on my Blackstone grill. And I keep on calling it a grill. It's really a griddle. Number one, so I don't forget what I'm making and how I'm making it, but also it's just kind of informative. So gonna go ahead and start off with something right now that my family is obsessed about. One of the local eateries out here, they sell these Southwest chicken wraps. My family loves them. Whenever we order these things, that's always their go-to, are these Southwest wraps. Well, I can actually make these myself on this griddle, on my Blackstone griddle, and we're going to experiment with that for right now. So let's do it. All right, so what I've done is just chopped up some chicken tenders, and I have mixed it in. I saw this at Kroger. This looks really good. Some wood fire hickory seasoning rub. So I've got that mixed in there. I also threw a little bit of salt and pepper in there. I got big tortilla shells, just regular cheddar cheese, and of course some Chipotle Southwest ranch dressing on this one. One of the things that separates what I like from what my family, my wife and kids like, I like vegetables. I like pico, I like onions, I like peppers, tomatoes. I like all of that stuff in my food. My family, however, they are very boring people and they do not like that stuff. So what I'm going to make today, because I'm making it primarily for them, for their lunches and stuff this week, it's just going to be a very plain, boring wrap. So what I'm going to do first is go ahead and get my chicken, and I'm going to spread that on the griddle. I've got the griddle going on right now. Let's see here, about 420. Yep, about 420 right now on the griddle. So I'm going to put a little bit of olive oil, just a little bit more because it's kind of been basting for a little bit. Spread it on there just a little bit and get my chicken on there, and we'll start stirring that around. All right, so as you can see, I have poured my chicken on the left-hand side of my griddle, and I've got that going pretty well. You can hear the sizzle on it. I've got my chicken separated. You don't really want it on top of each other because obviously with chicken, all meats really, you kind of want to cook everything through and through, make sure that it is all as it needs to be. So while the chicken is grilling there on the griddle, I'm going to go ahead and lay out my 4 tortillas. I bought a pretty good sized pan. That's one of the things that, again, as I'm kind of getting into this new hobby, they say have a good prepared big pan on ready to get all of your stuff ready. So I did go to Walmart, bought me a pan for about $12, $13 and got it laid out there. So I'm going to go ahead and just get some cheese right now and just kind of make a layer on each one of these for right now, because you'll kind of see what I'm going to do here once we get the chicken on, and then put the tortillas back on the griddle. So just a nice little base layer there. Perfect. All right, so as you can see, I've got my chicken pretty good now. I've been flipping it, I've been putting the sauces and stuff on it. Nice little base. You can see where it's kind of crusting a little bit on some of the sides. Right down in there, looks really, really good. So now let's flip it onto the tortillas. So one thing that I learned earlier in the week, and again, I'm very, very new to this, quickly becoming a good hobby for me, is don't griddle or use your Blackstone or any kind of griddle when it's raining. Obviously, when your griddle top is around 500 degrees, 350 degrees, and it starts raining and the rainwater starts hitting it, it's going to start popping because it's cold rainwater. So that wasn't very fun. Where I have my griddle position, it's kind of right. It's under a covered area, but the rain was still kind of blowing in on top of it. So want to watch out for that. Make sure that you griddle around the weather. All right, so I have evenly distributed the chicken on these 4 tortillas. So basically that one batch of tenderloins, I think, gave me a good enough spread to make about 4 large tortillas. And now we're going to sprinkle some cheese on top of that. Now remember, we got the cheese underneath. That'll serve its purpose here in just a second, but the cheese on top as well is what we're about to put on. Okay, so, and again, I'm a beginner here, so bear with me, but obviously that tortilla shell ripped. So we'll figure out what to do with that one here in just a second. I made a basic burrito where I folded the back, flipped it over. It's got an open end on that one. This is kind of like your little crunch taco deals where I got it folded over. And this is kind of like a crunch taco deal where it's folded on both sides. So we're gonna get these on the grill. We're gonna put the folded side down first. And what hopefully should happen is that cheese that we put on there should not only seal it, but it's gonna toast it and seal the bottom of these things all at once. So let's pray these things don't fall apart when I move them on. All right, so that wasn't too bad. We got these face down on the folded side, face down on the folded side. Same thing. This is my double open-ended messed up one. So we're gonna just kind of leave them face down on there, let them get a nice little sear underneath to kind of seal that cheese and get everything going on that. Meanwhile, this chicken that fell off, I'm going to enjoy some of it, because we shouldn't let any food go to waste. It's good chicken. All right, so I just flipped them. Probably one thing to know is I should probably have turned the heat down a lot more when doing these things, because I got them pretty crispy. But I'm glad to see that the seals and the bottoms are holding tight and where they need to be. So let's go ahead and get these things off the grill as I'm searing the opposite side just for a little bit and get them back on the tray. So thanks again for watching this. This is it's just a hobby that I'm kind of growing into. My wife says I need to get a hobby because I work too much. So hopefully expect more of these as I start grilling and doing more things here on the Blackstone griddle. I'm thinking a name that I might toss around for this is maybe the 901 Blackstone or Blackstone 901. I don't know, 901, because we're here we're in Munford, Tennessee, but our area code is 901, which is just right outside of Memphis for anybody watching this who has no idea what those numbers mean. So thanks again. Thanks for putting up with this. We'll see what happens. See you later. Bye.